If you fail to convince them that you have enough financial support or financial resources, and if you fail to convince them that you are coming back home after your trip in Germany, just don't expect that your visa will be approved. Good morning! Isang napakagandang umaga. Bom dia, buenos dias, ein guten morgen, bonjour, calamera, dobry otro. This is your Filipino hamburger and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video guys, we are going to talk about how to apply for a Schengen tourist visa with an entry point of Germany. If you are planning to visit Europe or Germany soon, especially once the borders are open, then this video might be for you. So what are you waiting for? Sit down, relax, enjoy, and learn with me. So before we start guys, I would like to thank the 270 subscribers who are supporting me continuously and encouraging me continuously to produce and create informative, fun, and useful videos. And if you are new in this channel, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell. So without further ado, here are the steps and requirements of applying for a Schengen tourist visa with an entry point of Germany. Requirement number 1, you have to have a valid passport, which means your passport should be valid 3 months after you arrive in your home country from Germany. Okay? So it would be ideal if your passport's still valid for 1 year, let's say, if you plan to visit Germany. But if it's, let's say, completely new, then that would be better. Okay, next requirement, once applying for a tourist Schengen visa or a Schengen tourist visa, make sure that you fill up the application form completely. Make sure that you don't lie, make sure that you don't make up answers there. If you cannot answer the questions, feel free to ask people. If that question is not applicable for you, better write NA or not applicable instead of fabricating answers or lying or leaving at a blank, okay? So again, requirement number 2, accomplished or duly accomplished application form. Next requirement for your Schengen tourist visa, 2, biometric passport photo. Make sure that you met the requirements or the standards set by the German embassy in your home country. I mean, there are people who likes to use their profile photos from the Facebook or from their social media. Again, this will be rejected. So 2, biometric passport photo for your tourist Schengen visa. Next requirement, your flight and hotel reservation. Yes guys, once you applied for a tourist Schengen visa, make sure that you already have your flight booking and as well as your accommodation. Okay, this might be crucial. What if my visa will not be approved? That's why you only have to submit reservation, ticket reservation or hotel reservation or a hostel reservation. You don't have to purchase them now, okay? Just a tip for those who are scared about rejection. Wow, rejection. I'm not scared about rejection. No, but you know what I mean. If you don't want to waste your money, then go to some online platforms where you can book your hotel or hostel or apartment and choose an option where you can cancel or move the schedule of your reservation for free. I mean, there are a lot of options such like that online. Just do your research, okay? Again, book an accommodation which can be cancelled or rebooked for free so that you don't waste your money. And for your flights as well, there are airline companies that will allow you to reserve your ticket and then purchase them later on. I mean, if you have extra financial resources, you can also purchase them now and then rebook later on. I think rebooking or cancellation will cost you 100 USD, or it depends where are you booking or where you're coming from. But yes, reserve a flight ticket which can be rebooked or cancelled with minimal penalty. Okay, our next requirement can be challenging. Financial or proof of your financial capacity. So, how do you prove then that you can finance your stay in Germany or in Europe while traveling or during your holidays? German government, or if I'm not mistaken, this information I've read from the European Commission says that when you visit Germany as a tourist, make sure that your budget would be around 45 euros per day. But this information was updated in 2019. Maybe for 2020 and 2021, maybe the budget now is 50 euros per day. So if you stay or if you plan to stay in Germany or in EU for 20 days, make sure that you have 50 euro budget for 20 days in your bank account. And you can prove that through your bank statement the past 6 months, okay? Or the past 3 months. Make sure that you have enough finances that will support your tourism activities in the German territory or within EU. Again, proof of financial capacity, right? Your bank statement. Another way of proving your financial capacity is by providing them your Gehaltabrechnung or your pay slip for the past 3 months. And in that way, you can show them that, hey, I'm earning enough. These are my salary slips or my pay slips. And also, you can submit a copy of your credit card as a supporting document. It's not a requirement, but just to support or just to show them that you have your credit card that you can use during your stay here in Germany or in Europe. Okay? You don't have bank statement, or if you're not earning enough, then why would you go to Germany? No, just kidding. I mean, of course, you are free to visit Germany if you don't have your savings, but better if you have. If you don't have, then another option that you can have or you can submit to the embassy is through a formal obligation, or in German it's called Verpflichtungserklärung. If you know someone in Germany who could provide you this document, then you can use that as proof of your financial capacity, right? Okay, great. Another requirement that might be challenging for some is a proof of your rootedness from your home country. Okay? So, why are they asking this kind of documents, like a proof of rootedness? Because if you are applying for a tourist visa, you should come here as a tourist and you should leave the country as a tourist, which means you should not overstay. So for them to prove, or for them to be convinced that you are not going to overstay in Europe or in Germany particularly, then they need a proof that you are going back home. So that's the document which is called proof of rootedness from your home country. So what can you do to prove then that you are going back home? So you can submit your work contract. So that means you have a job to return to. Second, you can submit your title, the title of your mansion back home, or the title of your farm, I don't know, your rice field, your coconut farm, your poultry and whatsoever. Maybe as well a business permit, saying that, yeah, I am the proprietor of this company XYZ, so I have the reason to go back home. And I don't intend to stay in Germany longer than I should be. Okay? So these are some of the documents that you can hand in to the embassy to prove your rootedness in your home country. And for them to be convinced, that you are coming back home. Yeah? Or this is what other people don't understand, that, okay, wait, I accomplished all my documents. I have all the financial capacity, but still my visa was rejected, or my visa application was rejected maybe because you failed to convince them that you are going back home after your touristic activities in Germany. And if that's the case, no matter how many millions of, I don't know, you are going to present them, if they know or if they feel that you're not coming back home, sorry, but it will be rejected. If you are a first-time traveler to Germany, then you have also to submit an informal statement saying that you are not planning to stay in Germany because you want to go back home, because you have a job, or maybe because you have your business there, or maybe because you have your kids or family to take care living in that country. So it's a formal, or it's an informal document or letter stating your purpose of coming to Germany as a tourist, and explaining that no matter what happens, you will still go back home after your 2-3 week holidays in Europe, with an entry point of Germany. And of course, last but not the least is your travel insurance or your health insurance. Make sure that when you apply for your German tourist visa or your Schengen tourist visa, you have a travel health insurance that is valid in Europe. Your insurance should have a 30,000 euro coverage, okay? And this is a requirement from the German embassy for your visa application to be approved. And that's why choose your choose your health insurance company properly, okay? For sure, there are affordable insurances out there that you may opt to for your tourist visa. Again, a travel health insurance, which is valid in the European Union, particularly in Germany, okay? Great. And last but not the least, of course, your 80 euro processing fees. If I'm not mistaken, if you are a minor, you only pay half of the 80 euros, right? So, to sum it up, you need your valid passport, your biometrical passport photo, your reservation for your hotel and flight, your financial or proof of financial capacity through your bank statement or a formal obligation, a proof of rootedness from your home country, that can be a bank statement, a work contract, a business permit, or a birth certificate or a marriage contract that you have someone in the Philippines to return to, okay? And of course, you also have there another document stating your purpose and explaining that you will go back home after the duration of your trip. And then you also have to have your travel insurance, which needs to have 30,000 euro coverage, okay? And the processing fee or the visa fee, which is 80 euros. If you have all this document, then you have to set an appointment. Depending on your country, sometimes there are a third-party agency that facilitate your application. If I'm not mistaken, in my country, the Philippines, they have this VFA, and you can do online. You can book your appointment online. You can do it in Manila or in Cebu. And once you have your appointment, you have to personally be there during your application appointment. Be ready to answer some of their questions, and maybe they would ask you for extra supporting documents. Okay? This video is for those who are planning to apply for a tourist visa with an entry point of Germany. When I say tourist, it's not visiting your family member, it's not visiting your fiance, or it's not for a student or work visa. It's definitely only for those who wants to enjoy the summer in Europe or in Germany as a tourist, okay? Just to be clear. And again, just for you to understand, if you apply for any visa, particularly for tourist visa, you have to convince the German authorities that you can support yourself during your stay in Germany, and that you will go back home no matter what happens after your intended duration of stay in Germany as a tourist. If you fail to convince them that you have enough financial support or financial resources, and if you fail to convince them that you are coming back home after your trip in Germany, just don't expect that your visa will be approved, okay? I mean, it may sound super mean, but that's the reality. So, I hope you learned something new from me today, and if you have questions or clarifications, feel free to write down your questions in the comment box below or send me a direct messages and I'll try to answer your question as soon as I can. Okay? So once again guys, thank you very much for staying till the last minute of this video. If you like the content of my video, please don't forget to like, share, and of course, subscribe. And once again guys, this is your Filipino hamburger who wants to say, you're one step ahead if you are well informed. Have a nice day!